Alright, this is PokéPark 2, Wonders Beyond, 80%. Real quick here, I'm just gonna go ahead and clear out this file. Start fresh. You only get 2 files in this game, unlike PokéPark 1 where you have 4, so kind of annoying. Makes it harder to set up practice files for certain things, but no biggie. So start a new game. And before we start the run, we go to Options, set detect speed to fast, as this greatly improves the speed. And personally, I like to turn the rumble settings off. And without further ado, timing starts on play in PokéPark. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So PokéPark 2 is the sequel to PokéPark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. This game is a spin-off for the 5th generation. The first PokéPark was a spin-off for the 4th generation. So surprisingly, the PokéPark series, while being a spin-off and a very not well-known one at that, got 2 games, amazingly. So we start off here with about a 45-second cutscene, then just some text mashing. This game is very heavy on cutscenes and text mashing. It's very heavy in the story, and that doesn't detract from the speedrun at all. It's still an entertaining watch. So here, Reshiram and Zekrom, the 2 legendaries of the 5th generation, are telepathically talking to each other. One in the burning realm of fire, and the other in the thunderclouds in their respective lands. So right now they're just talking about how the PokéPark is potentially at ruin, and a very small light is coming to potentially save it. So here we are. This is our main character, Pikachu, meeting up with one of his friends from the first game, Piplup. So this is the tutorial section. Green text boxes like that are kind of tutorial. It says to use the D-pad. Here you can actually just jump the full length. It saves a little bit of time in walking. So you kind of just have to follow Piplup around and do whatever he wants. D-pad, you use to move, but you can also mash the 1 button to do a dash or quick attack, and that makes you move a lot faster than just normal walking, but we will occasionally just use the D-pad for tighter movement. Here you need to break open the box to get a berry. You actually don't need to collect this berry in the route, as it is right now. It's slightly faster to cut diagonally here and not collect the berry, but it's no big deal if you do collect it. Press 2 to jump. So yes, jumping is also a mechanic in this game that is seen. So here's a skill game. This is called Chase. It's kind of like tag. You need to catch up with the other Pokemon in the time limit. So this is where dash or quick attack comes in handy. There I accidentally went left and right a little bit. You can do that in 50 or before the timer goes to 57, but no big deal. Usually when you beat a Pokemon, you'll get some berries. There are exceptions to this, though. And most of the time, they'll become your friend. I hope you feel better, Artie. So here's the PokéPark pad. This is like your journal where you can see your stats, your game time, and other things like that. And now you see it, now you don't. That's the only time you'll ever see the PokéPark pad. And generally, if you forget where you are in a story, if you open up the park pad, it'll tell you, like, hey, you should go here next. And then you can continue on with the story like that. Here's Timber, one of the many 5th generation Pokemon. So he wants us to hit him with our best move, which is apparently Thunderbolt. And the reason why I don't like this game nearly as much as Park 1 as a speedrun is Thunderbolt is also bound to the 1 button, which is dash. You have to hold down 1 to charge up a Thunderbolt. And sometimes it just gets really finicky about whether you do a dash or a Thunderbolt. And then here you have a fight with Timber. We're going to do a dash combo. And a dash combo, basically, you just keep dashing into them, and you'll do a little bit of a combo like this. And then hit him again. Here we're gonna buffer one. Oh, I messed up already. That's okay. I saved it. So a lot of the fights you buff for a dash combo, and what that means is usually after you knock a Pokemon down, they flash white, and that means they have invincibility frames. You can still run into them though, and start the dash combo, and you can use that to buffer one, so they don't even get any attacks off. But it went smoothly. Um, Lost a little time there, but no big deal. And here, just run over down, and we are going to the PokéPark. The first area we're going to be going to is Seasong Beach. You see this loading screen? Get used to these. There are many loads in this game. Nearly everything is hard loaded. And we start off with a nice 2-minute cutscene here of the overview of the PokéPark. So here you have one of the many areas. This one we actually do not see in any percent. This one we get to see lots of stuff to see. There's an entire post game after you beat any percent, which has not been ran yet, but someday I will get to that. But right now it's just a nice overview going through all the areas in the PokéPark that you can visit and play and meet many types of Pokemon. Some from past games, some from the 5th generation. And here we are, Seasong Beach, in the Cove area. It's about a minute and a half. So we need to go play with everyone, and Piplup's like, hey, why are all the Pokemon gathering over there? So he's going to run over there, and we are forced to watch him waddle all the way down there instead of, just cutting to black halfway through, because we couldn't see the singular group of Pokemon. So there we just need to dash forward. Hopefully Timber does not get in the way. There we go. So Croc and Sandile advertising a place known as the Wish Park for 10 berries. And free cake. So Munchlax is swallowed at the sight of free cake. So everyone follows those two down to Wish Park. And Piplup decides that we should go too. So we're going to go ahead and go there. Again, you don't need this berry. It's just sitting on the ground. You can grab it if you want to. It's not necessary. Before we keep going onwards, though, an Oshawott seems pretty pissed at us. Suspicious Pokemon. Who are you supposed to be, Mr. Lightning Tail? So that might be a reference to the first game where Pikachu was known as the Lightning Strike. But, nope, we're just Piplup's friend. He'll also ask us to give his berry, and we're just going to say no, because one, it's faster to say no, and two, even if you say yes, Piplup's like, you're not going to give him your berries, you idiot. Menuing in this game is very slow. So, just keep on dashing all the way up to Croc. Here we're going to do a little bit of a jump. It's a little faster to jump out of dashing in most situations, just to talk to someone. So we give him 20 berries for me and Piplup, and we are allowed to go to Wish Park. So this mysterious poster portal opens up as a door, and we jump in through the portal. One massive hard load later. Welcome to Wish Park. This is the cake zone. Oh, well, they're doing an overview of Wish Park first. And some future areas, zones we'll see later, but the first zone we visit is this one. This is the cake zone. So here. And a Gothita comes to greet us. So many of the mysterious things. We just need to follow Gothita for right now. You actually don't have to follow them. You can just go right on up to this area, the clearing with Cinchino, excuse me, Watchog, and Munchlax. So Gothita tells them to go get some cake at the attraction, and Piplup says we should go too. So we're actually gonna jump up over this ramp, saves a little bit of time, and come over the bridge to see a Panpour and a Pansear. So they're a little bit arguing about the amount of times, about how many times that he's played this attraction, but they just go in anyways. So we're gonna get ourselves some cake too. So we're gonna go talk to Cofagrigus, who's the attraction leader of the cake contraption. So mash plus to get through the tutorials for the attraction, and then we can only select Pikachu right now. So as you saw there was a yes/no menu. Every menu in this game starts on no, and you have to mash left to get to yes, and mashing takes like a second. So a little bit of tech. You actually need to press 2 to start the game faster, and then mash A to shoot at the little panel to make sure your Wiimote's at the screen. This time, you actually don't need to play. You're not required to get any points the first time you play this attraction. So I use this downtime to talk to chat or look at Twitter. Finished. Everyone's happy that we got 0 points. So apparently we made cake, even though we didn't shoot anything, but Pansear tells us to not eat the cake because it's apparently making everyone act strange. Nomming away on cake. And then we get a nice little cutscene. Animated, of course. Cofagrigus shoving cake into Pansear's face. And then making him wear it like a dunce cap. So it's very strange, and we obviously should not eat that cake at any costs. And then, wouldn't you know it, Oshawott comes in to save the day. Which again is hard loaded. Most, if not all, I think about 90% of the cutscenes are hard loaded in this game. So apparently Pokemon have gone missing And all the missing Pokemon are here. So they've been brainwashed into staying here in Wish Park. So we need to take care of the Yamask. This is one of the many changes in Park 2 where you have kind of like horde battles, somewhat, where you have a giant box and you're allowed to move around in this box and you need to knock the Pokemon out or defeat them within the area. You can't like knock them out of the box or anything. So we're just gonna go over here, hit these two, and then jump over into the middle of these four and knock them out with a shake of the Wiimote, which gets us Iron Tail. So we defeat the Yamask, and Cofagrigus is talking to someone, his master, and the master says that none of the PokéPark Pokemon shall escape. And we get another cutscene here, where Cofagrigus is cowering, and some Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadow hands come out of the sky, chase us down. Apparently can't run past the Yamask as they're standing there, so we have to run around them. He swipes, he misses. Jump really high over the hand. Run in, run in, and run in, run in, and run in, run in. Jump down, don't break our legs. Keep running, running, and running, running. Watch Pikachu drift here. Nice drift. We're running, and Piplup trips. Like an idiot. And then Pikachu, just go around the other finger. Just go around the other finger. Nope. Piplup shoves us through, and then Piplup gets stuck there because he couldn't crawl through the gap or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's a children's game. So we've escaped, but unfortunately we have to leave Piplup there. Can't get back in to go save Piplup right now. So we don't know how to open the portal. So our next step of progress is to go talk to the area leader, or the area keeper, Samurott. So just dash on through. Totally skip Oshawott, because Oshawott is one of the slowest runners in the entire game. And just hug the wall so you can activate cutscenes faster. Here it's slightly faster to go left than it is right, since you would run across the boardwalk. So this is Samurott. So we give him the report. Lots of text mashing. So Samurott asks us to help Oshawott in the case. And Oshawott's like, heck no, I can do it by myself. And Samurott's like, you need to learn your limits, young Watt. So we need to defeat Oshawott in a battle to convince him to let us join him on his journey. So, simple battle. We just need to do 2 dash combos and then a Thunderbolt. And then just hold 1. So you saw I got an extra dash there, and I didn't mean that. That's the input thing. So, once we beat him, we just get a little bit of text of Samurott telling the Oshawott to heck off, and Oshawott will take us on the journey. So Oshawott says we should ask the Alamomola. So this is one of the gimmicks of PokéPark 2, where you can switch between Pikachu and the Gen 5 starters. The other two we will be seeing later. So Oshawtt's thing is that he walks really slow and runs pretty slow, but he can at least swim. There, you saw that I have to get like really close to the bridge because there's a giant wall there. Otherwise you can't jump over it. It's kind of annoying. So just run into the Alamomola and talk to them. And she'll tell us about Croc and Sandile if we beat her in a chase. I don't like this RNG. Oh, there we go. That's good. That was probably the best you can get. Sometimes she'll immediately just go left there, and you'll get a little bit screwed. So now we need to go to Cove Town, which is at the end of the tunnel, up on the hill. And befriending Alamomola makes Freilish come to play, but we are not going to friend Freilish. This game's a lot more linear. Oh, tube floats. Items. You don't need items at any %. This game's a lot more linear than PokéPark 1, where the friend route and the berry route is very important. This one, you just need to do things fast. So get out of the water, switch to Pikachu, because Pikachu runs a lot faster on land. Jump up, and move on our way. However, before we can go to Cove Town, Templar here stops us and tells us that the overlook is kind of broken right now. So we need to have him fix it. In order to fix it, we need to go to the lighthouse to get him his hammer, which is locked up in there for some ungodly reason. So we'll go get it for him. So you see that beach ball? You need to give that to a Patrat to friend it, and we used to get Patrat in the route. However, Patrat doesn't give us any berries, and it's not like we actually need him, so you don't need to get Patrat, funnily enough. The world record gets Patrat, but you don't need to. So these are the 2D platforming minigames. This is the lighthouse. Any Thunderbolt signs like that, you need to hit with Pikachu's Thunderbolt. And then water, Piplup, or not Piplup, Oshawott, and then just get to the chest as fast as possible. And then you can get berries, and the little clocks give you extra time. So the second it says go, I'm going to start holding one and move forward. So that Pikachu can shock it as close as he can, and then we switch to Oshawott. Right as he lands, switch back to Pikachu, and then we'll just jump up there. No, Pikachu. I said go backwards. Sometimes the 2D platforming sections are a little finicky with depth perception, because you do have to hold up to go farther away from the camera and down to come closer to the camera in 2D sections like that. So. But once you do it, you can not jump and just go right on back to Timber. And he will fix the overlook for us. He tells us about Mr. photo studio, which we don't visit at all in any %, luckily enough, unlike Park 1 where you're forced to visit it. And before we go up, we're going to get this chest on the overlook, which contains 100 berries. Very nice. So dash on through. And then you have to press 2 to proceed in most areas. It's not like Park 1 where there's an instant loading zone to text box. Which is kind of annoying. So buffer up right and start dashing. And Croc Rock and Sandal on the other side of the fountain. So we're just gonna jump into the water. It's a little bit faster. And then just fall off right next to them. And then before we talk to them, we're gonna switch to Oshawott. And you saw right there, it says you can't switch to Pokemon right now. This game is really finicky with how you can switch, because it won't let you if it fucks the camera. So it's like, I'm not gonna let you switch because it'll just mess around the camera. So move away. So we have to switch to Oshawott here because they're ground type and Pikachu's Thunderbolt would not affect them, and neither would his dash combo at all. So, and it's just a lot faster as Oshawott. Because the strat, you just shake the Wiimote twice basically to do a Razor Shell. You only need to beat Croc Rock, so you could do this fight without like knocking out Sandile, and you would win even if Sandile's left. So just shake the Wiimote, run it after him. Once you hit him, and he stops dashing, just shake the Wiimote again. So here we get the scoop on what happened, why they did that. And this is one of my favorite lines right here. What? How do you make friends? Come on, don't be a rube. As if like any 10-year-old would understand what that word means. So we get to be their friends now. See, the more friends we make, the easier it is to open those portals. So the friend route is kind of important in this game, but not nearly as much as PokéPark 1. So switch back to Pikachu immediately, and we're going to go back to Seasong Beach. So luckily we don't need to run all the way around. We're actually going to drop down on this little bit of overhang here. And we're going to talk to this Petalil, or launch it away by accident. If a Pokemon's a lot smarter than you, you'll launch it. So we're going to help train this Petalil. We need to catch up to them in a chase in under 2 seconds. So I don't know how we're going to do that, but we did it anyways. We just get Petalil because it's a quick chase, and she'll give us some berries. And we need another friend to make it easier opening the portal. And then conveniently enough, we can just run off right off the edge right there and come straight down to the portal. So now we're going to open the portal. And the gimmick with this is you need to shake the Wiimote and fill up the power meter, or the friendship meter, or whatever it is, in under 15 seconds. So the more Pokemon you're friends with, the easier it is to do, but this is the least amount we need for the any percent route, at least, considering berries and all. So only Petalil, Timber, Sandile, and Crocodile, and then Alomomola. And then us two count as well. So shake, 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 shake. Shake as hard as you can. Luckily I can do it with 3 seconds left, and we got it. So now we're going back into Wish Park to go save Flip and save the other Seasong Beach, or Cove Town Pokemon. Cove area Pokemon, excuse me. So Gothita's like, Blah, 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 blah. Run away, because that's cute. So now we need to go talk to PokéPark once more. So, if we're unlucky, a Pokemon here will get in our way, luckily, no problem. So, just come on up and talk to PokéPark so we can play the attraction again. So they tell us we can't return the Pokemon to normal unless the Wish Bell is rung. And if we want to do that, we need to defeat the attraction. So if we wanted to, we could play this with Oshawott now, but it's just not faster. You can do everything with Pikachu. You lose frames for switching over to a different Pokemon. So once again, mash 2 and then mash A, so you can shoot the board as fast as possible. Now we need to actually get some points, 30,000. So the first section is just a sniper game. Actually, both sections are a sniper game. There's 2 sections now. This one, you have Patrats and Watchhogs to shoot. Green almonds. I like to call them almonds. 100 red almonds are worth 300, and golden almonds held by the Watchhogs are 1,000. And sometimes you may hear a noise from my Wiimote, because this game has Wiimote noises. So even if you don't get 30,000, it's not a big deal, because we have the second section here, which is 80 seconds long. The Autono are shooting up some cakes, batter, and you can shoot the cake twice to get points. So there's vanilla cake, chocolate cake, and then like this weird golden caramel cake that will fly by on screen occasionally. So usually a strat is to shoot and then immediately shoot upwards, like keep going up with your Wiimote, because every time you shoot it, it goes higher. So we've already well past the goal, but I like to keep going for high scores, just because it's a little bit entertaining to make as much cake as possible. And then sometimes I just start mashing like crazy out of panic, trying to get as many points as possible. I missed one. I missed 2. That's a high score for me though, 63,100. But as long as you get 30,000, no problem. And every time on a new file that you beat an attraction in the story mode, you can start playing it in the multiplayer at the title screen. So we always get a little bit of text box there. So we have to now defeat Cofagrigus in battle in order to ring the Wish Bell. So we're going to do this with Pikachu. We used to do this with Oshawott, but you can actually do this with Pikachu in the same amount of time. And it's just a little bit faster to do with Pikachu, so you don't have to switch to Oshawott before and then switch back after to run as Pikachu. Saves a couple seconds. So phase 1 here with the Cofagrigus is we need to destroy the cake tower that he is standing on, and he and the Yamask will attack us to make us stop. So I'm going to do 2 dash combos and then start running right. I'm actually going to dash once there and then do 2 more dash combos over here. So now the second phase is just a straight up battle with Cofagrigus, and this is just a bunch of dash combos and buffer dash combos. I kind of messed up there. You're not supposed to do that. You can Thunderbolt him at the end, but I kind of messed up my dash combos, so he wasn't at the health where I can Thunderbolt him. So a little unfortunate, but not a big problem. So the bridge, the drawbridge rolls up, and we can go ring the Witch Bell. Bit of platforming. So ring the Witch Bell, and everyone comes back to their senses and then leaves. So Cofagrigus spells out all the plans. There's 4 zones. We need to open Wish Palace. Blah 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 blah. And Gothrid is like, "Shut the hell up, you stupid villain." So Gothrid just explains why they're doing this and what's happening, and then they leave. So now we need to just go back to Samurott. So turn around and we can actually run out this way, as there's a little cliff we can fall off of right here. And in the space between the worlds, we meet up with Reshiram. So he tells us it's just the beginning. It's going to be a major disaster, and we are destined to save the world from this disaster. And we need just to join up with our pals and stuff. And then we can go back to the cove area. So now we just need to go talk to the Samurott. Let's again hug the wall, get as close as we can. Once we get to this point again, Drifblim will be like, "Thanks for saving us." Drifblim is the fast travel in this game, so any place you've been, you can immediately travel there again with Drifblim. So now it doesn't matter which way you pick, you can go left or right here. It's about the same. Get out of the way, Axu. This time we actually have to like manually talk to Samurott. No insta cutscene. The timer tells us to go to the arbor area next. So, next stop, Cove Town. So we can meet up with Crocodile in order to go to the arbor area. So instead of running all the way around, we can actually now use Driftplum stop to Cove Town. And we have to view this cutscene nearly every single time, because every time you go from a new area, it's considered a new cutscene and is unskippable. But once you leave from, like, if you leave from Seasong Beach again to go somewhere else, you can skip that the second time. And once we get here, we are immediately met with a cutscene. Pansy, just like, thanks for saving my dummy friends. So all three of them become our friends now. So now we're going to look for 2 Pokemon that will spawn in after this cutscene, which are Blitzel and Daywott. We need to friend Blitzel so we can upgrade our dash a little bit later and learn Shake Sprint, and friend Daywott to upgrade Oshawott' dash combo, as Oshawott's our main fighter at 80%. And I do not see either of them. That is horrendous RNG. They're both over here. So I'm going to get Daywott first, since he's just closer. You have to fight the respective evolution Pokemon with their respective Pokemon. Otherwise you'll be like, no thank you. Here I'm going to dodge that, and then just do a nice little dash combo. If you had the best RNG, you would get him up against a wall, so you could quickly do dash combos and get a little bit more damage, so you don't have to run as far, because once you do that, like, you're stuck. See, he hits the wall and he's a little bit closer, so you can actually finish out the dash combo. I was trying to do a buffered combo there, but it didn't work out. So my Wonder Gun hit him before it hit mine, so not a bad backup there. A little bit safer than dashing after him. So we're going to upgrade dash combo for 100 berries. So disapproving, but at least we're a little bit better than we used to be, somehow. So I don't see Blitzel anywhere near me, so I'm actually going to skip Blitzel for this second and go and talk to Crocodile, because we need to go back here anyways. Hopefully respawn Blitzel a little bit closer to me on the way back. So Crocodile will demand to bring Autono here before he'll open the Arbor Gate. So Autono is always right there, right before the fountain. But unfortunately, I need to talk to that Blitzel that's running around all the way over here on the other side of the map. So kind of bad RNG. It's a little bit of Pokemon RNG right there. So this just chase kind of sucks, because you need to use Shake Sprint to catch up to Blitzel, and Blitzel turns a lot faster than you do. But luckily we can catch up if we kind of force him into a certain direction. So we're not going to upgrade our dash right now, just because we don't even have the berries for it. Now we can go talk to Autono and tell her to join us with Crocodile. So we're called the Pika Pals. This is our nickname. Actions in the game can change that, but most any percent runs you always end up as Pika Pals. So now we can go to Crocodile Right before we actually talk to Crocodile, we're going to switch to Oshawott again for the battle. Because, you know, electric and ground don't mix. So right here, it's fine. Get as close as you can, because Oshawott runs really slow. So this fight's pretty simple. We just need to do a dash combo. During this dash combo, I have to hold up, otherwise his crunch will completely destroy me. And then I just shake the Wiimote to hit him, to hit the tip of his tail with the Razor Shell in order to knock him out quickly. So now we can go on to the arbor area. Sometimes if we're getting destroyed in fights, a Pokemon will come to our assistance if they're our friend. So let's switch back to Pikachu, and we can move on to the next area. Windmill Way in the arbor area. Long loads in this game, as per usual. The longest load in this game, I believe I timed to be 18 seconds, which is crazy. So here I'm kind of trying to avoid this Mankey because he can kind of mess us up. I jumped there for safety. Mankey's roaming around and he's usually pissed off, and if he gets anywhere close to you, he'll initiate a battle with you, and that's really annoying. We don't want that. So here we meet up with Snivy, and then we're like, berry parties, things, that, yeah, whatever, okay. So this run I'm trying a new strat. I'm actually skipping that Magikarp. We used to friend Magikarp, but I'm gonna see if it's possible to skip him, which would save about 20-something seconds, roughly. So here we just talked to Zora, and Zora's like, my friend's on the inside of the wish poster, but it's torn, so it probably won't work, so we need to go figure out where the missing piece is. And Snivy's like, I can tell you if you admit that you need my help. So we need to go talk to Whimsicott, who is always over here on the right-hand side. So Oshaw's trying to avoid talking to Queen Superior right now, but Whimsicott's like, she's red in Verdant Court, no problem. So we need to go talk to Bisharp now. He's like, halt! No trespassers! And Snivy's like, they're with me. One of my favorite lines coming up right here. Princess, Snivy, you're a girl. How rude. Do I look like a boy? I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. So, proceed on to the Verdant Court in Arbor area. TYRDA. We'll just run on past Snivy. Don't need to follow them. Talked about the mini-map. The red dots are the story Pokemon that you need to talk to, and blue dots are Drifblim stops. This is why he didn't want to talk to Queen Superior, because he got called out for being scared of sleeping in the dark. So we need to go talk to Darling, but before we do, we're gonna get this chest out here. In the middle of the lake, river area. No, you have to get really close to these. If you open it from behind, Oshaw's head will clip into it, and you can't immediately dash, otherwise you'll run into it. So you have to wait till you clip back out, which is kind of annoying, but is the thing. Oh, wow, I didn't make that jump. That's impressive. Bad mechanics. Switch back to Pikachu. And jump up here to go talk to Deerling now. So Deerling's like, oh, you need that piece? I stumped it in the stump here. Snivy's like, you can't get to it alone, so take me with you. And Oshawot's against it because Snivy's kind of annoying to Oshawott, but we'll say yes. And you have to say yes here. And Snivy says, you have to beat my chase. So Snivy chase is really annoying because Snivy runs really freaking fast, but there's a cool strat you can do. If you jump upright and then start dashing and then do the shake sprint, you can actually catch up to them really fast before they run away. You can do it faster before she even turns, but I did it a little safe there. Because that strat, if you miss it, you just whiff by like a mile.
A new record!
Loud desktop audio. So Snivy's our next pal. And we're going to go into the stump. This is our next 2D platforming section. The leaf symbols you need to hit with Snivy's Leaf Tornado, which is her shake attack. And the reason why we started with Pikachu in here instead of switching to Snivy is because it's a little bit faster to switch inside these 2D sections because there's one less like zooming out of the camera, which saves like a second or something like that. So I'm immediately going to start out by mashing 1 here, or A, to switch to Snivy. Because you can do this entire section with Snivy. And she has like a double jump, which is pretty cool. And we just need to switch to Oshawott for this one little water part here. And as long as you make the cycle for this platform, you're good, which is pretty lenient. Not too hard to make. And then we found the poster piece. So now we can fix the poster, so we should go back to the windmill. So we're going to have to run all the way down there. But as Snivy, running is a lot faster, so Snivy's our main method of movement after we get her. Because she just runs so much faster than Pikachu. On our way, we're going to friend Seismitoad, because he gives a lot of berries and is pretty easy to battle. You have to battle with Snivy because he's a water ground type, I believe, so quad weak to grass, so you can do this in one dash combo. Easy peasy. And friending him will invite Stunfisk. So, run on down. You could Drift Bloom stop there, but it's very slightly faster, about 2 seconds to 2 to 3 seconds, depending on where you are, to just go through the walking path, because otherwise you'd have to talk to Drift Bloom, menu down, select yes, and then watch the cutscene, and then watch the loading cutscene, only to be placed like a few feet closer than over here. So it's just a few seconds faster in general to go this way. So before we go look at the poster, we're gonna talk to Snorlax here. He's like, do you know anything about the berries? They're missing. Go find Cottonee, and then Cottonee shows up. Oh, I didn't menu, yes. That's a little unfortunate. A few seconds there. Yes. So we need to chase down Cottonee. So the only thing about Cottonee is that she'll like drop down like the spores, which will stop you from chasing her. You can like cut that corner there though, and usually run into her pretty simply. However, we also friend her evolved form, Whimsicott, and Whimsicott is a pain. I will get that in a few seconds here. So they're gonna gather more berries for the berry party. So we friend Snorlax and Cottonee here. So there's Whimsicott. Go friend Whimsicott now. Whimsicott flies really fast. Like, really fast. And she'll drop down spores as well, so this is really hard to do. You can get her to go in like this figure 8 configuration, if you can make her go across the bridge here. And then kind of force her to go around into you. If you're lucky! Otherwise you'll miss. And then bad things happen. If you miss, because then you have to end up chasing her, and it's near impossible to catch her when she's not in the loop. That's very unfortunate. About 15 seconds lost. And it's mandatory that you friend Whimsicott for berry count and for friendship meter. And then before, once again, we need to go get that chest over there for some berries. $200 berries in that chest. That Mankey just messed up Whimsicott. And we're actually going to run over there as Oshawott and check it, because we don't need Oshawott to fight this upcoming fight. So this is the Bisharp fight, and this one's very hard to do accurately, because you need to only do 2 hits of the dash combo and then swing the Wiimote. And dash combos don't like to be interrupted, so it's kind of hard to act out of them. So once again, we just need to defeat Bisharp. The Poniard don't matter, but we're gonna get rid of the Poniard because they're annoying, because they like just rush into us and knock us away. So let's see if I can do this strat right. Awesome. So the idea of that is that we keep making Bisharp leap backwards straight against the wall. And then when we hit him with the dash combo, he only gets stuck against the wall, so he doesn't go flying away, and we can actually just do more damage on top of that. So that was a perfect fight right there. That's exactly what you want to see. So before we enter the poster, which is now magically fixed from being ripped, Zorua tells us about his friend in Wish Park. So only Pokemon per area can help you open the poster portal. So only those that we friend in the Arbor area can help us open this portal. And certain Pokemon help you with certain posters, so Flying Friends will help you here. So here's the moment of truth, whether I can do this without Magikarp or not. I should be able to. Nice. Easy peasy. So open up the, open up the portal, and then jump on in. And once again, we check the portal as Oshawott because there's a fight immediately after going through the portal. And Zoro's friend, believe it or not, is Zoroark. But I didn't mention earlier, sidestepping in fights, you have to double tap the left or right on the D-pad, and sometimes it's a little finicky, because D-pad, lol. So here we're gonna get close to her and then just sidestep out of the way, because she'll immediately do a move. Or not. Okay. Again, finicky. So she'll do a backflip, and then you gotta sidestep out of the way once more. And just do another dash combo. Easy fight. Can be messed up, though, if you're not paying attention or you get a little too close. Or you start the dash combo a little too soon. Even if you were to hit Zoroark straight from behind while she's, like, throwing off the Shadow Beam or whatever the move it is, Piplup's, like, hit model will clip through her, and then you'll just get bodied, which is really annoying. So Gothorita flees, and Zoroark comes back to her senses. So they both become our friends now. Which means nothing to me, because we don't ever need to open this portal again. So Piplup hasn't been caught yet, which is very nice. We need to look for him. And Zoroark tells us to watch out for Chandelure, the attraction leader, but Snivy has the brilliant idea to speed up the game and say, let's just go take down the attraction right now. So this zone's a little annoying because this suggested right here, you can totally run into a Pokemon by accident. It's pretty much just like the best one to run into because you run through it, but some Pokemon like Sudowoodo would be in your way, so. This is Chandelure in the dance. This is the dance zone, by the way, and Chandelure is the attraction leader of the Dance Inferno. So we need to complete this attraction as well. So this is a dancing minigame. You need to basically play Pokemon Just Dance 2811 Simulator. You need 25,000 points. And funnily enough, you don't actually need to do the movements because it's all just motion based and there's no camera, so I can't tell you if you're not actually doing the moves. So you just need to shake the Wiimote and time it to the beat. You hear a lot of Wiimote noises. And then these red markers are like action moves. You need to like swing like a full like action marker ahead of where it is, otherwise it won't take it. See, it won't give it to you, and Pikachu will be all sad. Easy enough. But once again, they won't let us ring the Wish Bell without actually defeating them in a battle. So, we're gonna switch to Oshawott before talking to Chandelure, as water is better than fire types. So phase 1 of the Chandelure fight, you have to break all of Chandelure's stuff, as the game calls it. They'll throw spotlights and radios and disco balls at you. So the first strat, you have like 8 attack you, so you want to get in, like in the middle as most as you can, and then swing the Wiimote so you knock all of them out, and then 4 will drop. You want to get to one corner, hit that one, and then the other 3 will come at you. And then the middle speaker will come flying at you, and this you just do a dash combo on. And then the other 2 will come flying at you. And then the disco ball will fall down. There isn't a really good strat for this. You just have to like kind of center yourself, because the disco ball will knock you back, and there's just no, it's not faster to run away from it. So you just kind of let yourself get bodied, and then you just break it in 3 segments. And then you do fight with Chandelure. So this Chandelure strat is kind of hard. You need to also buffer a dash combo into a swing. So let's see if I can get it. There you go. So you do 3 hits and then a jump swing. So I buffered the dash combo there, but I actually went a little too fast. Because normally you can knock him out with the last hit of the dash combo, but I went a little too fast. So one of the harder fights to do well, because it's all about timing. So here we have about a minute and a half worth of just mashing through text. So here's the final evolution line, Gothitelle, who's very strong. So before Gothitelle can erase us from existence, Zoroark will come up and be like, "You're my opponent. Leave them alone." With Piplup. And then Gothitelle's like, "I'm out of here because it's too much effort." So we still need to ring the wish bell. So I'll switch back to Snivy and then go on and ring the wish bell.
A new record!
That segment could have been a little bit faster if the Wisconsin chase did not go so horribly. So that is the dance zone. So we meet up with Piplup again, we're all happy because we saved him, and then Piplup's like, "Thanks for saving me," and then our pals are like, "Yeah, Pikachu's the greatest, he's our best, blah 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 blah, he's so nice, and this and that," and then Piplup gets jealous. This is all Piplup's fault. See? Jealousy. Then he runs off. We're all concerned about him. So, run down here, and we can leave the dance zone for good. And once again, in between the worlds, we meet with, this time, Zekrom. So yeah, we just have more plot and text mashing, nothing too important. So the Dark Vortex has appeared somewhere, which is like a giant black hole in the sky. So next, we have to go to the crag area. So we're gonna drift them to the Cove Town. And before we go to the Crag area, we are actually gonna look for Blitzel so we can upgrade Pikachu's and Snivy's dash speed, which will help us along our way. If I could find Blitzel. Where is Blitzel? Oh, he's way over here. Again. Bad RNG. I don't know, just standing there in the shot. Oh yeah, it takes 200 berries to upgrade Dash once, so a bit more pricey. So now we run a little bit faster, which is nice, and we can go talk to Crocodile, who will open up the gate to the Crag area. And upon doing so, Pig Knight and Servine will come join. So yes, we want to go to Rockridge Fort in the Crag area. So I need to talk to Victini on our way. So we're gonna look for his friend Tepig. So we need to know the secret word. It's very important, but it doesn't mean anything when you're alone. So it's very simple, because this question up ahead never changes, and the answer placements never change either. So it's always the middle answer, which is kindness. So we're also going to friend Bastiodon while we're at it. Take this, my hard face of smashing. So just a dash combo and then swing the Wiimote again. Pretty simple. And then we can switch back to Snivy. So we're gonna go ahead and check the cannon over here, because that's where Tepig is. Snivy has the bright idea to launch him out of the cannon. And luckily we can ask the person right next to us, Darumaka Pokemon. Just check it. That's how you fire a cannon, just checking it. It doesn't sound happy. So before firing the cannon, we're gonna switch to Oshawott for the upcoming fight. They get ready, Pikachu doesn't, and then Pikachu gets messed up from the explosion. And Tepe comes running down all pissed because we fired him out of the cannon even though he said not to. Get out of the way, Gibble! So this one we can just do a dash combo, and then that'll send him flying. So we need to like get a lot closer to him, and then we can shake the Wiimote to knock him out. So this is our last pal, Tepig. So we need to go talk to Mbor now. Who's over here? Two additional conditions to enter the battle tournament. First, we need someone to break this rock, which you see with the Tepig outline. That's what we need to use. Yes, I can. Let me switch. So basically, these rocks you just need to run into with Tepig by dashing. The second, go to the cave and bring the Berry Bird back by firing from the cannon. Firing Pokemon from the cannon is crazy talk, but when it's Tepig, it's okay. I'll switch back to Snivy and we'll run over to the cannon. And this cutscene right here pisses me off because they all jump into it. And they said they couldn't reach it to get Tepig out. What? They could have jumped in there, saved him, and then saved the fight. What? What? Makes no sense to me. So this is the next 2D section, the cave. This is a long one. So when we're beside the blocks, we need to hit it with tackle or dash. And then when we're above it, we need to shake the Wiimote to do heat crash. And now there's mines in the water and stuff, so we gotta avoid the mines. There, I like to get really close to this weight because you can immediately pick it up with Snivy after you switch. Nice. So that was a long one, but not too hard. It's pretty simple. You just gotta switch to the Pokemon that you need at a certain time. Now we need to go talk to Embor once more. So now we need to go talk to Darmanitan to open the gate. Why was that Darmaka right there? And I hit jump before that happened, so screw you, game. So talk to Darmaka, and he's like, I can't open the gate. I'll do the lock to open the gate, but gotta use Heat Crash on the switch. So switch to type egg and just shake the Wiimote. So immediately after coming into the Coliseum area of Prague area, we're gonna switch to Snivy because running is faster. But we have a nice little cutscene here with Victini. He was grateful that we found Tipig and is offering to power us up for the battle tournament. But Tipig's like, nah fam, that's cheating. So we just need to get past this get through the other side of the mountain and we can enter the battle tournament. First we gotta break this rock with Tepig though. And then we skip all these steps to go talk to this Rhyperior and Geodudes. Because they want us to give us the Bravery Bird. So they can participate because they're obviously stronger. But a normal battle wouldn't be entertaining. We have to do a stupid sumo battle, which wastes time. So we have to launch the Geodude into the Rhyperior to knock him off, and this is really finicky. There are 3 Geodude you can use, but they like to fly off, and if all of them fly off, you have to wait like an additional 5 seconds for them to respawn, and it's just very annoying and inconsistent. Like that. But there we go. After 3 or 4 hits, you should be able to knock him out. So now we can move on, and they become our friends and stuff. So we get to the gate and find that it's closed, and that the battle tournament is about to start. So we're like, heck, we need to get in there really fast now. So we have to use the side entrance. And before we actually fight the Pokemon, we're gonna switch to Pikachu for this fight, because we're fighting a dragon. And Pikachu's dash combo is the best for this fight, because his actually can go upwards into the air, and Hydreigon flies, so. So this is a lot of jump dash combos. It's a very simple fight, but it's kind of hard to execute well. See, I got messed up there, so that's very unfortunate. 2 dash combos will knock him out of the air, but you have to be exactly centered, otherwise this won't work. And if you don't go fast enough, you'll get hit by the stupid rainfall move thing. So that was a little sloppy, but oh well. So Scraggy, the original opponent of Hydreigon, was like, he was taking Pokemon through the portal. And then Hydreigon's like, okay, yeah, I admit it. But he won't admit it until after you defeat him, which is just kind of annoying. So he punches the wall to reveal where the poster is. And then, bam, get drop kicked, fool. Nice high jump kick. And then get stomp. So Haxorus is also in, and they're stealing Victini. Dragon-tailed Tepig into the wall and knocked him the hell out. So before we open the portal, we're gonna go friend Breloom, who is hopping around the outer rim of the arena. Right there. Nice RNG. The Breloom's annoying because he's a chase, but he'll run really far away and then stop to throw bullet seeds at you. So this chase can be kind of annoying if you're like unlucky. Oh, I've never seen him go down here before. That's interesting. Oh, I got juked. I got juked. I got juked. Alright, that was a little bit annoying. And a little bit slow. So Pokemon, when you're doing chases, they can just turn 90 degrees or 180 as they see fit. You can't. So, it's really annoying. So now we can come down here and open up the poster portal. So if you have big Pokemon, it's easier to open the portal. So cutting these a little close, but no big deal. As long as you do it right before the timer ends. I don't think I've ever actually failed one of these in a run, luckily. I think you would lose a lot of time if you did. About 30 seconds or so, if you were to fail it. So, welcome to the Power Zone. So now we need to go find Haxorus and Hydreigon. Oh, damn, that Glaceon and Blossom are going at it. So luckily we can find those two along with Gothitelle over here. So Haxorus is going to be our opponent this time. So this fight's actually broken up into two phases. The first one is a long obstacle course. So that we're going to do this part with Snivy, because Snivy runs the fastest, obviously. So this is all that we have to run past. A couple of fractures, sandiles, all of it. You just run right under the Dark Manitans. These timbers are really annoying because they can like totally hit you. Okay. And you have to kind of bait out the Buffalin. Nice. So now we're going to face Haxorus in a battle. So the first thing that we're going to do here is actually mash the heck out of Start to give up. Because this fight's impossible with Snivy. So we choose Pokemon and go to Pikachu. Because, yeah, Pikachu, please, thank you. Because it's just a lot easier with Pikachu. So here I'm going to do a dash, start the dash combo and then wait to bait out a move. Otherwise he'll just completely destroy you. You don't want to see the head swing. You actually want to sidestep a little sooner, so he does the tail spin, and then you can actually knock him out of that. Nice. Not perfect, but didn't take any damage, so no big deal. So they get defeated and they ask Gothitelle to make them stronger. So they're like, no. Use Victini. No, you guys are kind of useless. I don't hear you. How's it going, PokéPowers for life? So they're gonna attack Gothitelle, but destroyed by a mysterious ball of shadow. A shadow ball, if you would. And it's their master, Darkrai. Darkrai is the big bad antagonist of the game. And this isn't a mercy run, so yeah, this is genocide. Sorry. No pacifist here. So he offers us to join his team, which, again, is just faster to say no. So he's like, alright, we're done. So now we need to defeat Gothitelle at her attraction. Run's going alright, as you can see by the splits on the left-hand side of the screen. So switch to Snivy and we run up to Gothitelle. This is Power Bash? What is this? I don't remember what attraction this is. Yeah, Power Bash. So this is probably the easiest out of all the attractions. Either swing when there's a Pokemon or hit the A button when there's bombs. The more centered they are, the more points you get, basically. And you only need 10,000, which is free. Swing. If you're a little too fast, then you'll lose your multiplier or your combo. And sometimes Pokemon will like faint, like fake you out. See, I'm already well above 10,000, so not hard at all. In like the last 10 seconds, you'll only get throws and socks. So that's Power Bash, really easy. So unlike the previous two, Gothitel's like, alright, cool. You can go ahead and ring the wish bell. I'm not going to embarrass myself like the other two.
A new record!
Small gold there. Again, could be like another 5-6 seconds faster if I get optimal fights. And stupid Breloom. So yeah, once they're ringing the wish bell, they'll all go back. And yay, we get Victini back like Gothitelle said she would. Surprising that a villain would give us back Pokemon after we asked so kindly. That's good, PokéPark. I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is my last run before I do a marathon run for PSRM. So, in exchange for saving Victini, we lose the tottering blue guy, Piplup, because he was being jealous in the last area. God damn it, Piplup. So now we need to go back to the crag area and report this to Embor. So weird camera physics there. But we can just run straight off and go right on back. Real simple. So, more text mashing. So the dark vortex has finally appeared in the skies. There it is. Nice little black hole. So the next place is in the Scientorium at the Tech Zone. Victini is our friend now. So we need to go back to Cove Town. So we're going to open up this gate because it's just a bit faster than running all the way around. And just run on back to the drift hole. So before we go to the tech area, no REA. Before we go to the tech area, we're gonna talk to Daywat so we can upgrade our nice RNG, our dash combo even further. Stop walking away from me. 500 berries for the second upgrade. Pretty expensive. So now we're even stronger, which is nice. So now we can go into the tech area, which is one of the harder areas in the entire game. So I'm going to use this little elevator here to take us up. So we can run over the little bridge here that goes over the train tracks. So we can go back down on the other side. And then there's Girder. Before we talk to Girder, we are going to switch to Oshawott, as he's all powered up now, ready to take on any fight. So there's a very cool strat here, but it's a little strict. Let's see if I can pull it off. Ah, I missed, so that's a little unfortunate. I get wrecked here. Yep, I got wrecked. So this fight's not going well at all. This is actually very poor. And I end up having the 3 cycle. So if you're really lucky there, and really good, you can do a full dash combo, jump, swing the Wiimote, hit him with the Razor Shell, and then do that twice, and you'll get just enough health to beat him. But unfortunately, it did not go that well. And then I accidentally sidestepped in the middle of all of that. Don't stop dashing. Stupid Wiimote. Okay. So before we talk to Conkeldurr, we're gonna zap this with Pikachu. As we need to move the cart anyways. And then we switch back to Oshawott to talk to Conkeldurr, the area leader of the tech zone. So they just don't want any outsiders and blah 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 blah, so we need to defeat him in a battle. So I actually have to hold up left and then go up right here, otherwise this strat won't work. Simple as that. So now we need to go back to Seasong Beach. So switch to Snivy, and then we will drift them back to Seasong Beach. Because we're going to help them out by getting all the materials that they need to rebuild the bridge. So turn around, we actually need to go over here and talk to Timber first. So he says he can't do it all by himself, so we're gonna go talk to Samrot now. No, we did not. Turn around. Turn around. There you go. So we cooperate with the arbor area and the crag area to get the materials that we need. So we get timber from the arbor area and cement from the crag area. So for whatever reason, we get these items, but it just makes no difference later. It's weird. And then we notice the dark vortex is growing even bigger. So now we can just go back to the tech area. And here I can actually skip this cutscene since we've already drifted away from the Seasong Beach once. And talk to Gert here. Oh, that Zebstrika almost messed me up. So they repair the bridge, and here comes the train. It takes forever. And that brings back Mawile, Abra, Aselgor, and Voltorb. We're preparing Galkadur. So now we need to go talk to Girder. He's actually up on these stairs, so you can do a jump and then skip. Instead, you can do a jump and you can skip a little bit. What's up, Modest? So Girder also is now our friend, and he'll show us how to get into where the sanitarium is located. Or at least inside the warehouse. So, we used to friend Voltorb here, but Voltorb was a quiz, and the amount of berries he gave didn't matter, so we don't get Voltorb anymore. Fun fact. Okay, this movement here, I don't like to dash, because it's a little sketchy to dash. If you fall off, you lose a lot of time. So the only thing I need to do now is just dash all the way over here and get this chest for 500 berries. And then we need to go fight that. Get out of the way. Now we need to go fight the Golurk here with Oshawott, because Oshawott is super effective against it. So, to start out, we just wait and let him fly up in the air and land back down as a cannon, because otherwise he would destroy us. And then we just do 2 dash combos. So, upon defeating him, he'll become our friend. And we'll ask him to help us get inside the warehouse, which he will help with. So, shoutouts to this long cutscene here, where he's pushing the train cart into the warehouse to destroy the door. Switch this maybe? And we can get on by. If I can get the... proceed! Thank you!
A new record!
Rip that gold. That should have been like 5 seconds faster. So now that we're in the unaware house, we're one step closer to the Scientorium. Here's Solosis, and he's like, I'll read your mind, you're looking for something. Wow. No. Sanatorium is through the passage on the 2nd floor, so we need to get up on the 2nd floor, get up there, through that door. So, this is some actually kind of tough movement to do fast. So we need to run up here and run into the switch, which breaks the lever off. And that'll turn this very poorly animated turnstile bridge. And now we need to run over it without falling off. So I make it look pretty easy, but falling off these is definitely something I've done multiple times. So here you need to jump and make sure you don't fall. I'm actually going to take it a little slower. Okay. And then this door we need to break down with Tepig. So run into it 4 times, and that'll break open the door. Tepig is only useless or useful for that. That is its entire purpose in this run, is to break down doors and rocks. So once we get down to here, we will see a clink, clang, and clink, clang escape. So they go off, and then a Duosian comes over, and he's like, hey, you know what I'm looking for? Balance Courage. Wrong. I don't really care. Could you be a meanie? Hey, is that the correct answer? One of my favorite lines as well. So we need all 3. Clink, clang, and clink, clang. So they're all within the warehouse. So if you were paying attention, you saw Clink actually go to the right over here. So next we're going to get Clink Clang, slightly out of order, but we need to come over here and jump over this. That can get us over here. And then we're going to hop over these boxes to get ourselves another set of 500 berries. If you fall off here and don't get this chest, that's about 30 seconds lost, if not more. So, and then last but not least, Clang is down here on the ground level.
Clang.
And then, oh my god, dash. D-pad movement. Now we just need to go all the way around and get through the door one more time. Oh, okay, I saved that. That was very nerve-wracking. I saw I was gonna do that too. Take this a little slow. Okay. Yeah, falling off there is very bad. And D-pad movement is not free in this game, or PokéPark 1 for that matter. So, not too bad. We get up to Devotion, just talk to him one more time. And then these three will just have to be a set of gears one more time. Some explosions happen, and then Clink comes flying out. He's like, nah man, I'm gonna go back in there. And then they open the door. I don't know why they wouldn't leave it open, but you know. So now all three of them are gonna become our friends, which is actually pretty important because we would need them otherwise to open the poster portal coming up. And then Duosion's like, thanks, we can go to the sanatorium now. So we just need to get close to this elevator to activate it. And then just get inside. Have to get around Solosis and Duosion there so we can enter this part of the sanatorium. One way, this corner again, the middle, to find this guy, Mr. Reuniclus. Reuniclus. English is hard. Words are hard. Pokemon names are hard. So we talked to him. He's like, talked to him about Darkrai. Got to all the Wish Park, and he's very confused. Dark Vortex. And he's like, well, are the wish bells ringing normally? No. Yeah, idiots, that's the problem. It's common sense. If time stops, then gravity and space warp to new levels. Like some Gen 4 stuff. So we need to go to the lab to bring home a Sidron Collider, or a Citron Collider. So this is the last of the 2D platforming sections, the lab. So this one has a cycle that's kind of hard to make if you make any mistakes. Okay, good. Got the quick stop. You can actually like moonwalk when you do that. That spin. Alright, made the cycle. Gotta heat crash our way through this block. And get through this one as well. And we gotta put the weight on the pressure plate to open the gate. All those rhymes, man. This one's kind of finicky because you're really close here and you want to jump immediately. But if you try to, you like pick up the weight, which will then reactivate the gate. So there we go. Not too bad. So now we just got to take this back to Reuniclus. It's a very hard name for me to say. I have a little bit of a lisp. Reuniclus. So the gimmick for this portal is that instead of big Pokemon now, you want little Pokemon because their dreams are big. And dreams and aspirations. So hop right over the table and check the poster portal. Or not even poster, it's just a portal maker. So, we just need to shake once more. Oh, this is a little iffy. There we go. A little scary. Funny, modest. So this is the flight zone. How are we gonna get out of the way? Thank you. So here we can just immediately go right onto the attraction. Thank you for the bits. Oh my god, I need to turn down my volume. It's so loud. So this is Flight of Fancy, which is pretty much like an auto-scroller. Play this with Pikachu. So you just need 15,000 points, but ideally, points don't really matter that much because you'll infinitely, as long as you're like attempting to get the gems, you'll get points. What you really want to do is hit all the rings because these give you a little bit of a speed boost, which makes this go a little bit faster. So you want to hit all the rings if you can, and it's not that hard either. The depth perception is in this minigame is a little whack, but you can mostly compensate for it. And then you have to do 3 laps around. See, I'm already done with, I already have 15,000 in 1 lap, so it's not that hard. So now I'm mostly just aiming for the rings, just to make sure I'm going as fast as possible. I love Rainbow Road. So now that we've done the attraction, we get to do one of the single worst boss fights in the entire game. This is probably the worst thing in the entire game right here, more than anything. This is the Sigilif battle, which we did with Pikachu. And this sucks. A lot. I like to call this his Tower of Terror. Sigilif's Tower of Terror. As per usual, 2 phases. The first phase is this long, towering awfulness, and it's really easy to fail. And then the second phase is the actual fight, which also really sucks. So this is just the Sigilif Tower of Terror. It's just all bad. So I accidentally ran to that Poniard because Pikachu doesn't run straight. He runs like around in a circle. Here, I kind of like let them knock me forward because no matter what, they're gonna hit you. So here we have to actually defeat this Seismitoad as Pikachu. So we have to do like a bunch of buffered combos. That was a little slow. And then we have to do it one more time with Drodigan. Drodigan's a lot worse. See, his is a lot stricter to hit, so you can kind of get messed up here. And then you can just push him out of the way. Alright, now for the actual Sigilif fight, which is garbage. I'm not going to really explain this until after I'm done with the fight, if I can, so let's see how it goes. No, this is really bad. Oh my god, this is garbage. Wow, rip. That was garbage. I just lost about 30 seconds, maybe more. I'm not even going to bother explaining that because that was just garbage. I missed literally every setup. So ripped low 241, 240. I could have got 240 with this run, mind you, but nope. I had the worst fucking possible fight ever without actually dying. That strat is so fucking impossible, dude. I need to fix it. Get up there. Ring the bell. Awesome, 20-second time loss. I should have saved 15 seconds on that segment, but no, I'm fucking garbage. You have to do fucking Hydreigon strats on that, and you're never centered. It's literally impossible to be centered the second time you do the dash combo with Pikachu. I am so close to fucking timing you out. Don't do that. Garbage, dude. Every fucking run, it's garbage. My wrist fucking hurts, dude. I hope I can shake properly during the marathon run. I'm tired of commentary, too. I can still PB by over a minute if I play well. Okay, we rang the wish bell. All four parts of the wish park came together, and now the center has like a giant sigil in it, and it's making a beam of light towards the sky. So I'm gonna go investigate what that is. However, Gothita, Gotharita, and Gothitelle get in our way and tell us, heck off. Our master is different than you'll ever understand. But keep going, please. So we have to go around her and then stand in the middle to go to Wish Palace. So now we need to go all the way up here and talk to Piplup, because Piplup's up here instead of Darkrai for whatever reason. No, I don't want to play with you, Piplup. You're annoying. GL, let's sleep. Thanks for GL and run. So now we need to fight Piplup because he's all mad and stuff. So, really simple. Charge, and then dash backwards twice. Hit him with the charge, do a dash combo. And then get up his face and hit him with another Razor Leaf. And Piplup will run out. And we try to chase him, but then Darkrai and then weirdly shaded Gothitelle, Gotharita, and Gothita show up. So Darkrai uses his awesome powers to take our pals' memories of Pikachu away. So jump right to talk to Snivy first. And then talk to Tepig. And then talk to Oshawott. Doesn't matter which order you do them, as long as it's left to right or right to left. Don't start in the middle, because if you start in the middle, then it's a little slower to go to the side and then all the way back to the other side. You will forever be in a world for one and one alone. Anime. So he makes us fall asleep. So now we get like some long cutscene. Like really long cutscene. Oh yeah, raise your Pika thumps, by the way. In chat. It's all sad. The world is gray. There's no one to be found. It's very Pika thump. Pikachu ran around the entirety of Cove Town. He can't find anyone. He's very Pika thump sad. And then it starts raining. I just want to say shoutouts to this water animation though. It's very fluid, and then like right here, you know, it's slow mos. You can like see the detail in like all the water. It isn't like crystal clear water, but it still looks pretty good. And Pika thump, Pika thump, Pika thump, and then sadness, Pika thump, and then wouldn't you know it, Piplup, Piplup, you're alive. He didn't kill everyone. Yay! Pika yays. Pika yay. Also that grabbing animation. And you see Zekrom and Reshiram flying in the background. And Pillow's talking about how he met Zekrom and Reshiram, and he's like, "Well, go back and meet with up all your pals where you found them and stuff, and you know I'll be around. I got other things to do." So now we need to go back through the entire game and replay it. Get the hell out of the way, Zervine. So now we need to run back to Seasong Beach. And during this time, this post-Darkrai time, you cannot drift limb stop. You have to literally run around everywhere, which is annoying as hell. And if you talk to the drift limb, they're like, the skies don't look too good right now, so I'm not gonna fly. So once again, we can use this conveniently placed cliff to just fall right off and talk to Oshawott. So we're gonna challenge him to a battle, just to make him remember. So same strat, 2 dash combos and a T-bolt. Pikachu did the thing again. So weird why he like does that weird landing lag. So yay, we got Oshawott back. So now we need to go friend Snivy. So we gotta run all the way back to Verdant. At least we got 1 dash upgrade for Pikachu, so this goes a little bit faster now. And we're gonna talk to Dewat to get the Oh, please don't hit me. Oh, Pokemon emotions, RNG. Okay, we're gonna get the last dash combo upgrade right now for 1,000 berries. Now Oshawott a ninja. Again with the auto no, just standing right there in that conversation. Jump away. The reason why I jump away right there with Oshawott is so I can get some space so I can switch the Pokemon back to Pikachu or whatever one I need. Because if you're really close to Pokemon, most of the time the game won't let you switch immediately. So now we just need to run on through to the Arbor Zone, or Arbor area, Verdant Court. Not much to say while we're just running all the way out there. The Oshawott fight was fine. I lost a couple seconds because weird landing lag thing again. The second run in a row, but I should save time. As long as I don't F up this chase. So, come all the way back up here for Snivy, and once again we need to beat her in a chase. So once again, jump up right and then dash. Probably won't be a gold. Unless I have a perfect clip here and a good Tepic fight and stuff. So now, instead of running around, we're actually going to show off the only clip that's used in any percent. Funny, a side game has a clip, an out-of-bounds clip. It's ridiculous. I call this Pika clips. You can also do this with Tepig. It's also Pika clip, Tepic clip. We just do this with Pika because we only have Pika. So get to the edge here. Don't fall off. Get to the edge here and switch to Pikachu. And then buffer it once more. And I should, yep, clip right through. And then I get spawned in right at the front of where I walked into the area. That was a little sloppy, but that's okay. That saves about 15 seconds if you're done optimally. So now we can go ahead and run on out towards the crag area to get Tepig. Get out of the way. So we just need to dash on all the way up to Tepig and once again challenge him with Oshawott. Get away, Primeape. Even with the maxed out dash combo, that will not kill Tepig in one go. So once again, you have to get close to him and then swing the Wiimote. But with that, we have all of our pals back, so we can go and take on Darkrai. So the closest way to get back to Wish Park is through the Coliseum. If the Star Mach, I want to get out of the way. And we can also skip this cutscene of the gate opening. So once again, mash A to switch to Snivy here. This is the other reason why we opened the gate earlier, is because it's just faster to run right through this instead of all the way around. So for the final time, we need to open the poster portal. This time we have Victini, so it should be slightly easier. Although Victini is a tiny Pokemon, so not adding much. Can't skip this cutscene apparently though, unfortunately. You have to watch them walking all up. So luckily I'm 5 for 5. I need to ice my wrist now, but nice. I can skip this cutscene too, by the way. I forgot. So now I just need to get back to the Wish Palace. So, before we get to Darkrai, we're going to switch to Oshawott. I wish Snivy would love to stop. Snivy likes to just stop dashing for some apparent reason. Sometimes, I don't know why. Wiimote problems. So, 2 fights with Darkrai. First one is just the standard battle. messed up. That's not good. Okay, saved it. A little bit slower than I wanted, but we saved it. Definitely not gonna gold this. So once you beat him for the first phase, the second phase ensues with him using his powers to grow 5 times as big. Maybe 3 times. And then he breaks the arena and such. So this is probably really simple to understand. You need to hit him on... You can hit him in the middle, left, or right sides of his body. The first time, he's gonna swing at you. And then he's gonna start charging a Shadow Ball on that side. And you want him to do it on the side instead of in the middle. Because this way you can come towards like, the other side and start just wailing on him. Otherwise, if he does it in the middle, you won't be able to attack him. I did not save any time on that. I saved less than a hundredth of a second. So rip the 1 minute PB. Whatever, 241 is free. So yeah, we've beaten Darkrai. That's pretty much the end of the game. No attack. Trying to be 0.3 faster. 0.3 faster. So the rest of the game is just a lot of tech smashing. There's a little bit of movement here and there, but time's coming up in a couple of minutes. So Dark Vortex has gotten humongous. It is now the size of an actual black hole, I would imagine. And it is starting to suck up parts of the Wish Park. And Darkrai is like, no! And then we see Piplup and Reuniclus come along. Ta-da! So Reuniclus has brought a fabulous item named the Light Polariton, and it'll probably neutralize the Vortex's gravity after raining all 4 Wish Pills at the same time. But the Pokemon who takes it to the center of the Vortex will most likely never come back, because the safe journey is 1,000,000,000 to 1. So sick odds right there. Those are some Pokemon odds. So Asha will get the Kick Zone, Snivy Dance Zone, Tepic Power Zone, and we, Pikachu, will get the Flight Zone. So time is when I hit the last bell. I'll get with it in a second. Oh, I just gotta traverse all the way up there as Pikachu now. Alright, time is when I hit the bell.
Congratulations!
0.1! Damn. And that, my friends, is PokéPark 2, Wonders Beyond any percent in 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 29 seconds. pretty fun game. Personally, I recommend PokéPark 1 more than this game, but this game has its nice points. A little story heavy for a speedrun, in my opinion. But there you have it. The credits in this game are like 7.5 minutes long, so shout out to that. I usually let the credits play out when I PP, so I'll let that play out and stuff. Yeah. Hope everyone enjoyed watching. I'm done with my commentary now, finally, so I'm gonna stop caring. I will be doing this run in about an hour and a half or so. On Pokemon Speedruns TV. I won't be streaming to this account, I will be streaming to a dummy account that I have not given away to anyone, but you can probably find it if you tried hard enough. But yes, please watch me on Pokemon Speedruns if you can. I know it's a long run, and it'll go well into the graveyard hours for those in the US. However, it is pretty much morning time and afternoon, evening for anywhere else. So yeah, everyone dies. Darkrai takes the Polaraton into the middle of the vortex. He saves the world. Everyone gets launched back out except Darkrai, because he died. A savior. Spoiler alert, he didn't actually die. And then there you have it. That's here starts the actual credits. $241 is a good time. This run could have been a 240 if I didn't choke. I'd have got tilted again for the 5th time in a run. This what sucks. This run's actually really good though. I was never red at any point. This is Pokemon tech. People don't die in Pokemon. So it has these little like pictures of the Pokemon that you're friends with, and they're outlined. If they're black, you never friended them in the run, and or if they're black, if they're blacked out, and if they're colored in, that means you friended them during the run and stuff. Hordes of big berries. This is for the berry party. Okay, damn. Even though Snorlax was the one who collected them. Park 3, never. It'll never come out. I'm still impressed to this day that it even got a sequel, much less the generation after the original came out. Shoutouts to like that zone that we never see. I think it's like the Astral Zone? I don't remember what the zone's called. And that is the end. Ow. I can VC for a bit already. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna mash through this text and stuff, and then get the IGT, and then quit. 248, hey. Cool. Thanks everyone for watching. If you can, and you feel like staying up on this wonderful Saturday night into Sunday morning, please watch my run over at Pokemon Speedruns TV. Right now, they're on the run before mine, which is Pokemon Fire Red Elite Four Round 2 by JP Zinum. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you there if anyone joins. Other than that, my streams will come back maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'm taking a day off tomorrow, obviously, so. See ya.